wimp.
I don't know why, but something is wrong.
Rule Britannia.
The TV is crazy and the truth has gone. I might be crazy, but I think we're done. There are people out there who are adverse to fun.
Communism is king.
It's on your news. Even your neighbor has been here. You can see it on YouTube. It's time to shine a light. On all the things they don't want you. Tom Generation Next. Oh, it's what's coming next. Tom Generation Next.
Commander Worf, don't be a cunt.
I'm having such a good time.
Kill everyone on the bridge.
Having a ball.
Fuck you, Mr. Rascal.
My name is Owen Jones, a renowned drama queen, pseudo-intellectual and champagne socialist.
That's for B4.
What can I do? People know the truth.
Shut the fuck up.
It's true. That's why we gotta shine a light. Shine a light. Shine a light. We gotta shine a light. Oh, yeah. Together forever. Yeah. Tom Generation Next. Oh, it's what's coming next. Tom Generation Next. Yeah. Tom Generation Next. The Unity channel. Zero news and now. Tom Generation Next. It's gonna shine a light. Generation X.
Welcome back, I'm Tom Fury, this is Zero News. Hey Missy, great to see you, good afternoon. You have to excuse me there, I'm a little bit, I don't know what the word is. I still feel like it's morning, I haven't been able to wake up properly today, it's really unusual for me, so I feel a little bit not quite on course. It may just be that I've been making too many videos, so there's some I've been throwing away, so I've been doing a lot of work, so it may just be that, I'm not getting enough sleep. But, so if I'm a little bit off, then that's why. So, I was going to come on for a de-stress, because obviously, you know, does anybody remember when all this was about activism? It seems like we just keep straying further and further away, doesn't it? But in all seriousness, one of the good bits of advice I ever got from anybody was that whether it's deliberate or not, and sometimes it is deliberate and sometimes it's not, people have always got their own reasons for the things that they do. Whether it's, you know, to deliberately fuck your channel, whether it's just that happens by you know, symptom. That everything is there as a distraction. And to not, you got to try and not let people distract you, because for some reason they try and they do, and like I say, some people with more premeditation, others with just, unfortunately, ego. So I want you to come on and just de-stress and talk to you a bit, but I'm going to be honest with you and say that while I was getting ready to do this, I saw a little something which I'm going to share with you, and now I'm going to get the guns out. It's not a drama stream. I'm just going to get the gun out now, because if you saw my video where I said, oh, an apology, I was very careful, very diplomatic, and I tried not to shame anybody. I didn't owe anybody that, but that's the way I do things, because I try and keep things pro on the channel. Even though it's small, it's the way I've always done things. So, unfortunately, I realised that what's going to happen now is a series of multiple accounts and attacks from Steve. This is what he got banned from X for. and should have listened to the red flags then. That's our fault. That's our fault, not anybody else's. We should have realised way back then. I think we both just thought he's got a temper problem. Maybe, maybe he'll chill down, and I don't know. You make excuses for people when you like them, don't you? You like someone, you make excuses for them. But where is it? Let me just show you. So as I was loading this up, see, Steve's blocked from my channel now because he's come on with multiple accounts, which I've confirmed. So he is, that in itself, coming into multiple accounts without letting you know, is not mod material. That's not what mods do. So he said, Tom, show me. I can't see the whole message because he's blank. It flashes up quickly and then disappears from the channel. It flashes up on my notifications. Tom, show me where I was overbearing to anybody. You wash dirty linen in public, but I didn't. And behaved like a fucking cunt. Now fuck off, you retard. That's the real Steve. It's the one that me and Vin have been trying to protect. It's the one that me and Vin have been trying to calm down a little bit. And there's also been other messages. And he was only just getting going in the things that he said to a guy called Chirac as he opened up a salvo on him. And I mean, really opened up a salvo on a user of this channel. Because Steve also does have some very strong views, which he felt the need to push. So, again, I wasn't going to sell this, but I have the receipts. I have the recordings. I went on Vin's stream one day, and people were saying to Vin, and it was my first time modding, and people were saying to Vin, my free speech has been fucked with. And because Vin trusts mods, he said, no, I'm not. And as Vin was speaking, people's comments were being taken out left, right and centre. And I'm sat there going, and I've just been invited to mod for the first time. So if you're modding for the first time and somebody else is there already modding, you feel awkward stepping in, right? So I thought, and then I remembered what we would do in the old days. We'd do it professionally. You record, you get proof. So I recorded it. And he was just taking out comments left, right and centre. Some of them we couldn't even tell why. And then the second time he did it, that I bothered recording, because don't forget, I mean, yeah, it's happened a lot more than this, but the second time I did it, I recorded, because again, it wasn't my channel, it was Vin's. Went to Vin's channel, and I think I was modding again, or yeah, was I modding? I can't remember, but I was in the chat, and I was don't forget I'm a mod, so I saw all these comments being taken down again. So as a mod, you can go to the comment that's been deleted and reveal to the mod what the comment was that was deleted, and there were people that were just saying normal stuff. And I have no idea why they were deleted, other than he just didn't like them. I just don't know. In some cases, in other cases, it's more obvious. So I've tried to cover for him, but the fact of it is, I've got video evidence of it. I've got evidence of the dual accounts. I don't do these things on a whim. This has been probably 2 months in the making, and I've tried, and we've tried to give him every single opportunity to shape up and to stop it, but we didn't realise how bad he was, neither of us. And so once I became aware of what he was doing on Vin's channel, I've been keeping a much closer eye on what he's been doing to the comment section. Now in the comment section, there has been videos I released 2 weeks ago, and he's been going to comments that I released that were in a video 2 weeks old, and starting arguments with people for a video that was 2 weeks old, and he knows it's 2 weeks old. So you're just going and starting an argument with someone because you didn't like what they said 2 weeks ago. That's provoking the audience. There's no need for it. And you know, so he can say, "Oh, I didn't. You know, show me what I did." It was all over my forums everywhere. I mean, it was hard to miss. Once I started looking for it, it was hard to miss. Every revealed, deleted, moderated comment. Very few were warranted. Sometimes, but there was so much that was going on. And if I say to you guys, don't fuck with my mods, it's because I trust them. So I must be able to trust them not to be bullying you. So again, I didn't want to have to get the receipts out, and if he carries on making people feel sorry for him, I will show them exactly what he was deleting. But I don't play the drama games like that. So that probably won't happen, just to give you a clear idea. That probably won't happen, but I'm just letting you know that I really do have the receipts. I don't do things on a knee-jerk reaction. We've spent, as I said, probably the best part of the last couple of months, but especially the last month, gathering up stuff, trying to give Steve a chance, trying to do everything we could to make things work. But Steve, for whatever reason, just had other ideas. I'm not going to say it's because he had a premeditated plan or conspiracy theory. I have no idea. I just think he is who he is. And when, as I said, I kind of liked him. So when you like someone, you find yourself making excuses for people. But when I went looking at actual evidence, the evidence was irrefutable. And he knows it, which is why he's acting the way he's acting. So I do apologise again. You know, I don't like drama streams, but this isn't a drama stream. I'm not shouting and screaming and stuff. I'm just laying it down for you as it is. This guy is unstable. He's intelligent, but what he was also he was doing just other stuff as well. He was like trying to win arguments by running to Google and running back. You know, it's a trick as old as time. And again, to get yourself thrown off X is not easy. And I've seen posts of him just calling them cunts and fucking wankers over and over and over and over again, begging to be banned, and literally begging to be banned. The words, "Please ban me." So, none of this was going to be brought up. None of it. Not a word. My video earlier on was my first and last word on it. But since I can see from the fringes what he's doing, and the I'm a fucking retard, and that, you know, I washed the dirty laundry in public. No, I didn't. This is washing the dirty laundry in public. And all I'm doing is revealing exactly what you've done. You made people think that they couldn't speak freely about Israel, for instance. And I trusted you on that because my knowledge is less. But it wasn't even the controversial stuff. Some things were just ridiculous. Just normal streams, normal people talking. That was the most heinous act. I can understand something out of passion, but some of the things were just benign. Just like, why? So, yeah, you know, I have to be able to promise people who watch this channel that they can trust my word. My word is extended through my mods. If I say you can trust my mods, you can trust my mods, right? So we just can't have that. So I want people to understand, for me, it's not a case of being callous or cold. You know, I like Steve, which is why he got as far as he did, which is why he lasted as long as he did, because I was trying everything I could to give him, you know, a way out of doing this. But me and Vim both knew if we didn't succeed, something like this could happen, you know. But we were trying to avoid it. We were hoping to avoid it. So it's not like there's no humanity in this. But when you realise that somebody's actively getting your channel a bad name, getting you a bad name, and destroying your reputation, that's when they've got to go. Because it's not about their feelings anymore. It's not about anything other than survival again, you know? Because people will take liberties with you. And that's exactly what he's done. He's taken liberties with me and Vin. And it's been going on a while. I wouldn't just snap over one thing. I've never been like that. My mods on my previous channel, you could speak to any of them. They were my mods for 6 years straight. We didn't have hardly any turnaround because we got on like a house on fire. I don't go through mods. I don't cycle through people. It's never needed. I've always had good mods and good people. So this has been a kind of first for me, an unfortunate first. You know, God, the problems I've had with mods have been so minor as to be talked within a couple of sentences and a oh, we got cross wires. Do you know what I mean? That's it. That's the worst I've ever had with mods before now. So this was a bit of a learning experience for me as well. But yeah, again, mods are an extension of us and our trust, you know. So I know they do it for free, fully aware of that. And that's why we're so grateful to him. But that's also part of it as well. We're so indebted to them that this betrayal is even worse, because we will back them no matter what. You know what I mean? And then you find out they betrayed you. And it's like, right, I have put my neck on the line for you. I have literally made people leave this channel to defend you, and I was in the wrong. That sucks to know you fucked up. I fucked up. So that's on me. So to not change that would also be on me, you know? So let me just go to YouTube anyway and catch up with you guys. So this is not the stream I wanted to do, by the way. I had a plan for today, which was to do a quick live stream this afternoon, but not this one. And to start doing a studio recording. I've got quite a lot of things to do, to be honest with you. I need to get the intro finished for next week, blah, 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 blah. But, yeah, a lot of things to do. Again, if you see streams come up with tests, you literally know that's what I'm doing. I'm testing out different studios. But, yeah, the idea was to be doing a lot more constructive things than this. But after seeing what's going on and realising you may hear sob stories or hatred or whatever else, I just want to be clear that I try to deal with it delicately, like I do everything. And other people I've fallen out with will tell you I've not mentioned their name because it's not right. They will tell you that I've avoided it to keep their anonymity. Whatever else they may say about me, they'll have to admit that. But when you cross certain lines and you push me into a corner, then if you've done something wrong and I've got the receipts, I'm going to give it to you. And this is still me holding back, because I could put stuff on screen, but I've held back from doing that. And I was tempted, but I felt it was petty. But it's there. We've got it. So no decisions were made out of anger, out of emotion. This was well thought out. You know, balanced, fair, and we tried. We really did fucking try. So, but as I said, whether it's deliberate, whether it's not, there's always going to be people trying to pull you away from what you are trying to achieve. For their own ego, for their own power trip, whatever the reason may be, I don't give a fuck. They're getting in the way of what we're trying to do, you and me. And that's what's most important, is to get back to that. Which is why I had to get this stream out of my system. But fuck them. We've got stuff we need to fight for, and we need to keep going for it. And I refuse to let people keep trying to pull us off track, whatever their reason. If, again, whether it's their personal quest to be popular, to be powerful, to have a badge, to whatever the reasons, I don't care. This happened to me the first time I had a channel. From the moment I got to about the size I am now, all the way up. You'd have people trying to hijack, trying to do stuff, not so much for the mods, but in other areas. Start telling you how to run things. I mean, it's crazy, right? You wouldn't think it, because our channels aren't, especially mine, not very big. But you'd be amazed at how it can warp some people, and I've never really understood why. I suppose small fish in a even smaller pond. Fuck knows. I don't. There's a mentality that goes around on the internet that I don't fully understand. There's no point me pretending I do understand it, because I don't. But it's there, and you see it with certain people. I'm sure you've all seen it, and I don't really know how to explain it. There's no point me trying. But fuck them. We've got a job to do, and we will do it. And I'm going to keep on doing that stuff. But yeah, this is just an example as well of what the creators go through just to try and bring you content. Not only you were right what you said on Vin's channel. We do work a lot more than people realise. You know, people used to say, "Oh, all you have to do is stick the camera in the right direction and shoot." Nothing could be further from the truth. I've been making about 6 videos a day and throwing 3 away. That's a lot of work down the toilet, but I'm doing it because it's not good enough, or I'm not happy with it, or whatever. This grifting idea, and I just because of what that alternate Steve said in Vin's comments, it's the last thing I'm going to address, and that is that he said that I admitted that I would monetize my channel or something to that effect. I didn't admit anything. I made a fucking statement that when somebody talks about monetizing their channel, suddenly everybody goes communist. Whereas capitalists believe in fair money for fair labor. And don't get me wrong, if YouTube didn't have a monetization system, I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't, you know, I stopped even thinking about asking for money years and years and years ago. But since it's there anyway, and they're going to make that, YouTube reserve the right to put adverts on your channel regardless of whether you turn them on or not. That's the rules they changed. So they're either going to make money with you or without you. With all of that in mind, yes, of course I'm going to turn the monetization on, especially with the advertising. Especially with the advertising. But even with the memberships, because it's a choice. It's a choice. My only rule for me is I don't put anything behind a paywall. Meaning there'll never be a demo I go to that you have to be a member to see. There'll never be anything big that because the memberships used to be support for the channel. I used to make that very clear in the membership. You're not really receiving very much. It's more for those people who wanted to support the channel. And then never got mentioned again. Yeah, because I didn't advertise it. It was just there. You can see the memberships when you join a channel. You don't need to be told where it is. You don't need to be sold it. You know it's there. If you want to help, you'll help. If you don't, you don't. So, and that's the way I've done it. And it works well that way, because then the people who want to do, and the ones that don't. And that's fine, you know. What Vin said is right. And for me, the best part of doing this is the community that we create. As I put in a post the other day, monetization, for me, I had to treat it like so my best year, I made 1.2k, best year. The other years I made something closer to 100 quid. But it's a blessing and a curse, because it's a blessing because it helps you get equipment and it helps you get tickets, because tickets are fucking expensive getting around the country. So that's where it comes in really handy, is to help you, because you're putting your own money in to do everything. So it really helps with that. But the curse is that you are always waiting for the bubble to burst. So with me, I started to realize every month, treat it as though you're going to get demonetized next month. And that was a really good mindset to have, because once it happened, I was prepared for it. I knew it was coming, because channels like ours don't stay monetized for too long. So, you know, yeah, so the only thing I would have done is I would perhaps done things slightly differently, in terms of I turned super chats and everything off. and they demonetized me even quicker than they thought. So perhaps I should have left them on, for the simple fact that you've got to maybe get what people are willing to give while they're monetizing you, and then use that money, save it, and use it for as far into the future as you can make your podcast, you know. Yeah, you know, that's kind of my plan. Is I know even if I do get monetized, they'll turn it off. So just whatever I make, save it, use it on equipment and tickets, and hopefully, if there's enough there, that gets me to a lot of events, gets me to a lot of things that I can cover for you, even means I can make documentaries for you. That's not a bad thing to me. So yeah, I didn't admit anything. I made a fucking statement. I'm a capitalist. And I in the last time on my last channel, the 20k channel, I put in £11,000 of money. I haven't got that kind of money anymore. So this time I can't do that. So yeah, it's going to have to be advertising revenue or whatever to be able to grow the channel. I lost I'm not going to say I lost. I spent £11,000 backing myself in my previous podcast to get me demonetized. So, you know, and I don't regret it or anything. I'm just letting you know. So us creators, us small creators, are always at a loss. I never ever reached the point of making profit. You know, perhaps I would have done if I'd kept rising. Perhaps that would have happened. I don't know how many more I would have needed. It's hard to say, because you saw today the things all over the place. But I really don't think about it. What I did was just turn the monetization on and then forget that it exists, because it takes so long to earn anything anyway. So yeah, just forget it exists, because otherwise people who think, like, for new creators, just a warning, so you don't get too excited when you get your monetization turned on. Yeah, don't think that means you're going to get a check the next month. You probably won't get money for a year, maybe 6 months if you're lucky, and when you do, it won't be very much until you've grown your channel. So don't think it's going to work out like that, because you'll be very fucking disappointed if you listen to anybody peddling that shit. It's not, yeah, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. Okay, let me catch up with you guys. Oh, actually, let me catch up with you on here, because I can see more things on here. You know, and again, I'm sorry, you know, for today, but I'm a human being too. And I did like him, like many of you, and you know, he's chosen to do this to us and to people and to me, and I still was prepared to defend him. But since he's opened up the guns, what am I doing? Why should I keep defending him when he's disrespected me, you, and people that are now no longer here? And he's abusing me as well. No, there comes a line. You go, okay. If you're going to be like that, then I'll tell the exact truth. No more covering for you. So again, my apology sticks. It's still my responsibility. It's still my fault, and the ultimate blame is mine. And I take that responsibility on the chin. And ultimately, there is nobody else to blame but me. But again, I won't have it made out there's a sob story here. There's no sob story to be had. There is only betrayal of everybody else. And again, I don't even think it's deliberate betrayal. I think it may be personality. I'm not sure. I'm not even saying it's a deliberate premeditated, because I don't necessarily think that. I just think it's I don't know. It's a very strong personality that shouldn't be in that kind of position. Sorry, bear with me. I'm trying to find my own fucking live stream so I can see your comments. Sorry, bear with me. I'm trying. But anyway, this is not something that's going to go on and on and on. Even if he carries on, I'm just going to ignore it. But I need to get this off my chest, because like I said, I'm human as well. And, you know, it affects all of us when something like this happens. You pretend, you like, you know, there's a saying in my industry: don't sell it. Yeah, don't show. Don't, and that's what I would normally do. Don't sell it. Don't show it. Don't show it's bothered you. Don't show. Don't even talk about it. Just ignore it. Don't sell it when someone attacks you. Don't sell it when someone... Sell is a term that means show. That means... Yeah, it comes from a wrestling term that means... So if a fake punch is thrown in your face, you sell it by pretending that it hurts. Yeah, it comes from that original terminology. But it can also be used with words. So don't sell it means don't react. Don't, yeah? And so my normal reaction to this was don't sell it. Don't sell it, Tom. Don't sell it. But then when I protect someone's identity and they do this anyway, okay, I'll tell people all the stuff you've done then. So, yeah. Anyway, let me just catch up with you. But this stuff about monetization, I think people have really, really missed the... Oh yeah, let me just... One more thing about monetization, especially like with Vin and that. I think people really missed the point. Every single person would turn on that monetization unless you've already got money. Right? And everybody does. Everybody. The problem that people have is not with YouTubers making money. That's capitalism. The problem that people have in general is the YouTubers that make money out of drama, out of lying, out of deceiving. That's generally where they have a problem. Rather than doing any real graft work, and when they're constantly holding out the begging bowl, and when they're constantly begging for money, saying they need this and they need that. Yeah, whereas I'm not monetized at the moment anyway. I don't get any money, but if I was, you won't catch me on here going, oh guys, I've got memberships, I need members. Do you know what I mean? You don't need anything. So yeah, that's what people don't like, is they don't like being sold to, especially when you're being sold bullshit. Right. Let me catch up. Hey everybody, good to see you. Tell my team don't worry about being late. You can make it up, but I don't want you dead on time. Come and check out that. Okay, I will do, Spawn. Great to see you. I will do. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Just going up. Remember to go to live chat. Don't let it go on to any other chat, otherwise it will just censor it. Hey Gobster, great to see you, buddy. As always, thanks for everything you do. You're a great channel. Everybody that doesn't know Gobster, another great channel. Go check him out. I think he's got about 12,000 people on there, but more subs can never go amiss, right? And he's a good guy doing good stuff. So please go and give him a sub. Dibbles, good to see you, mate. Grifting is when you set up a GoFundMe pages for imaginary stab vests, etc., and not opening memberships. Yeah, or buying boats. Absolutely. Or collecting money for growing up kids, or all kinds of things. Sorry, I'm shaking, aren't I? Sorry. I'm not shaking because I'm upset or angry or anything, by the way. It's part of the muscle wasting disease. You can't. My dad people used to tell my dad that he had the DTs, right, from drinking. Used to think he was a drinker. I didn't know what the DTs was at the time, but and he actually ended up. They gave him, what do you call them? Oh, what are they called? Oh, you would know what they are. It's a common tablet, beta blockers, and it actually stops it. But it's part of the muscle wasting thing. So yeah, I apologise. I normally have this all set up. I don't know what I was thinking. Right, where was I? So we will need some more mods, but obviously I don't just take people I don't know. So it'll either be people we get to know, people who are recommended for other channels, stuff like that. You know, and also being a mod's not the greatest fun, you know? It's not. It's free, so, you know. Great Gorgon, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I didn't want to go full view, Dave. You know, I just unfortunately, you know, I really, you know me, Dave. This is what people don't understand. Dave understands me a bit better. I don't like conflict. You may laugh, you may whatever, you may sneer, or you may understand, but believe it or not, I hate conflict. When I go and do the demos and things like that, it's passion that drives me because I don't like conflict. Probably a little reason why this has gone on a little bit too long is for the same reason. I try and see the good in people, and I do try and reason with the unreasonable, and I don't know. I could just be a sap sometimes, right? People don't see it because I put on the face, but I can be a bit of a sap sometimes, yeah? But again, I don't sell it normally. I wouldn't normally be this honest. I mean, I'm always honest with you, but not this honest. But I can be a bit of a twat sometimes, in as much as, like I say, I don't like conflict. But people think that because I do what I do, because I do the demos, because I have the opinions I do and everything else, that I must just be another one of those YouTubers that just loves a good old argument. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it, to be honest with you. It's not a feel-good thing for me. I don't think, yes, I've scored some points on that person. You never go away thinking that. I find it all trivial, irritating, and disappointing, most of all. Like gutting, if anything. That's the feeling you get. It's just like, oh, I'm gutted because, you know, like when we had a team before, on my first channel, like we were really close. We were a really close team of mods. Like I said, we didn't have turnover, not for 5-6 years, and we were a really close team of people, and it was really cool. And you know, and again, the community was really cool as well, and that's what I'm hoping to build again. But that takes good faith on both sides. That can only be achieved with good faith actors. So hopefully that's where we're at now. And as I said, if anyone's interested in being a mod, let us know. But obviously at first, if you don't know you as well, we may not do it straight away. But if you're interested, we'll keep an eye on you. And, you know, and it's not that you've got to prove yourself or anything. It's just getting to know people. Because as you understand, people on the internet aren't always stable. So, yeah, and you can do a lot of damage to a channel, even by being a mod. So it is a position of trust, you know. Sorry, I'm letting this phone shake all over the place. Right, I'm sorry about this. I'll stop this, letting this happen. So, and that's it. I think I've covered it tonight. The monetization, yeah, I'll be turning the monetization on, as would anybody in the same position. But what I won't be doing is holding out a begging bucket. What I won't be doing is advertising every week. What I won't be doing is telling people, oh, I need this and I need that. If I get lucky and people give a shit enough about what I do to help, great. If they don't, I'll carry on the way I've always done, and I'll do what I can with what I can. And that's it. Let it be a fucking roulette wheel. I don't give a shit. This isn't about the money. The money enables me to do stuff, but at the end of the day, we've grown a channel this far without any money, and I'll be demonetized anyway. This is about growing so that we can get a message out. So I couldn't really give a bollocks about the monetization. They broke that part of me the first time they demonetized me, and I will never ever trust in it ever again. So I couldn't really give a bollocks, if I'm totally honest with you. But of course I'm going to turn it on, you know, for however long it lasts. Week, month, you know. Okay, taken under advisement, looking. Fair enough, Dave, you're right. I do apologise too much, people. If I've been doing that, I haven't even realised to do it. Sometimes I do it on automatic pilot, so no more apologising. It's not that with Danny, it's that, to be diplomatic, I think we can all see what's going to happen, and so the boat won't get put to good use because it won't be allowed to be. And I think we can all see how this is going to end, and it's not going to end well for the mission or Danny Tomo probably. So that's why I look the way I look about it, because even if you're right and he's got the best intentions, it's not going to end well, and it's not going to achieve much because of that. So, you know, I question the wisdom of it, unless the wisdom is to highlight the fact that he's not allowed to do stuff. That then, in which case, then it's done a good job. It depends what the real mission is, you know. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry. Hi everybody. If there's anybody I haven't said hello to, hi there. Movement is starting to spot the infiltrators. So Spawn, obviously, I made you a mod, but I haven't asked you. That was in desperation. I haven't asked you if you're comfortable in that role, and I don't want to force anything on you. So, you know, it's totally up to you if you want to continue or not. I trust you. That's not the issue, but I didn't. It was obviously a emergency measure, and I didn't ask you long term if it was okay. So it's completely. I won't take offence if you don't want to do it. If you do want to do it, I'd be honoured. So it's totally up to you, mate. But anyway, I've got it off my chest. I think I hope I've made sense. If there's any questions, now's the time to ask them, because I am going to exactly what Gobster said here. Any money I earn, I put it back into my channel for equipment, etc. Now, I know some people have heard channels say that, and you think, yeah. He's got 12,000 subscribers. I had 20,000, and I wasn't making enough money to have any profit whatsoever. So that's absolutely the way it works. The biggest things that money goes on straight away: tickets to get anywhere, travel basically, and equipment, StreamYard, microphones, battery packs, power banks. It just goes, fucking SIM cards. It just goes on. The different stuff you need if you're going to edit. You don't need to hear it all, right? You know the score, yeah. I'm not going to treat you like idiots. But happy Easter to everybody out there. I hope you're all cool. Sorry this has had to happen now. It wasn't a plan to do this now, but let's just say things forced my hand. You know, and as I said, you saw me earlier video. It was an attempt to keep names out of it, to not even let anybody know really what had been done, because I try and keep that out of it. But when backed into a corner, if I've got truth and proof, I will bring it out. So I'm sorry, but it needed to be done. Not only that, but they're also ripping Vin as well for things that, again, you know, I think everybody can tell quite clearly that Vin's not a grifter. It's a stupid thing to have to address, But he's done what I did. You have to address it on your channel at least once. Because the moment that you make money, or believe it or not, even break 10,000 subscribers, people just assume certain things. So you kind of do have to address it once. Because otherwise people just, the speculation just gets wild. Yeah. So anyway, great to, oh, hang on, let me see what, it's all good, Tom, my first time as a mod, so still learning the ropes. As long as you're happy, mate, that's all that matters. I'm laughing at Capricorn there. Just having a look. Right, so this person here said, yeah, so did I. Someone grasped him being in the shed on the port, so he hasn't got loyal friends. Plus, maritime law will come down heavily on him for causing danger in the channel. Right, exactly. Everybody can see that. So my only question is, why can't Danny Tomo? Or can he? Is he trying to expose something else? Or, I don't know. But this is obvious where this will end, and it won't end with victory. As it never does. Ever. So, maybe there's something else he's trying to prove here. I don't know. It may be, yeah. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to slate someone for going out there and trying something unless I know what's going on. And I don't know massive details. But, again, without knowing, knowing what I know, it's very easy to see what's going to happen here. As it usually is. So I'm surprised he's not getting some better advice. Because there's certain things, I don't want to say on here because it might blow it for him. But there's certain things that, like when we were down pet level and that, there's certain things you shouldn't do just as absolute basics if you want to do what he's trying to do. And he's like breaking all those rules. And it's hard to work out why unless he just doesn't realise. But it's immediately going to put you on the radar and get you shut down before you've even started. So I'm not totally sure why, but I don't want to say any of those things again because it would blow it if he does realise, So I hope, yeah, I hope he does something, but I've got a very, very, yeah, I do think we know where it's going to end. But anyway, but we see what happens. You should pay for... Oh, for fuck's sake. Got another fan of that lot. So, see that person I've just deleted there, guys? You're going to get a lot of this. This is the same person you had to deal with for doxing, Dave, yeah? So, that doxing crowd, they're going to keep trying to do this. Got to keep on top of them. There's certain keywords they will use constantly because they think everybody's part of some conspiracy that we don't even understand, or at least I don't, and not interested. They're just clowning around at the moment because of the size of the channel, so they think they can get somewhere with it, but they can't, and they won't. As I said, they'll be dwarfed by this chat. This chat will stop them before we get a chance before long. So, it won't take that long. Cheers, Dave. Yeah, there's just yeah, exactly. There's just things you've got to look out for. Don't always trust your eyes. Use your instincts as well when you're watching all of us on the internet. Our great virtuous deeds. The camera doesn't always tell the full truth. Remember that. This shows you a very limited perspective, but it also shows you a very limited amount of the truth. It's hard to explain. unless you do this every day, all the time. It's hard to explain in how many ways in which you could, or accidentally even, obfuscate the truth simply by not being able to show it all. So if you turn that into a deliberate tool, yeah, it's hard to explain to you. I tell you what, I used to do a show called Batter where we did stunts, and I come up with a stunt called van football. I had one camera. Everybody knew I had one camera. And so the camera was, somebody was in the front seat of this Royal Mail van with my mate's driving, and the camera's pointing in the back of the van, watching me and this other guy try and play football, which was just a cover story for getting beat the fuck out of, because my mate was driving it like a lunatic, and all we were feeling was G-force, and we're just getting thrown around in the van, and I just ended up so ill. Anyway, the point of it was, in the final cut, it kept cutting from the cockpit to the back, so the cockpit to the back, so you can see my mate laughing, blah, 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 blah. And it should have been obvious, right? And nobody noticed, nobody even realised, all my friends, everybody, even the people in it, even the fucking people in it. How did you do, what was it, I can't remember what the exact question that was asked, but it was a real dumb question. And it was like, that wasn't the same shot. Like, I had to explain to them that I'd filmed what I'd filmed in the front was fake. It was a reenactment. It was a reenactment of what had really happened. So I've said to my mate, do everything you did when you did it for real. Try and relive that moment as best you can. And we filmed him driving it and try to recreate what he was doing in the front. But it was a recreation. But you edit it to make it look real. It's the best you can do when you got one camera. So, but no, people don't notice this stuff. Not because they're stupid, but because the idea of editing is it flows. It's supposed to be something that doesn't pull you out of what you're enjoying. It's supposed to be something that flows so that you can flow through scenes instead of being jolted out of them. That's the idea of good video editing. It's not video editing isn't effects. Video editing is enable you to watch video that's been cut multiple times for your enjoyment without feeling those cuts, without feeling them jolt you out of the action. But equally, these cameras, even without editing, can do us the benefit of showing you the truth. They can also not. There's so much they don't show you. When I'm at demos, there's sometimes I get really frustrated at what I can't show you. There's just not enough ways of getting enough context down this screen. So there are other things you need to look out for like that as well. Just being honest with you. This camera could be used in many ways. And that's why I've always said, if you're in the position of finding out the truth, do what I did. When I wanted to find the truth, the reason I got this camera out in the first place was because I was sick of other people telling me what the truth was. So I went out myself with my camera to find it out, to see it with my own eyes. That was really important to me before I covered any of this, before I did a podcast. I needed to go out and see it with my own eyes and film it with my own camera. Once I did that, okay. And I'd recommend it to anybody that can, because I know a lot of people can't, to go and witness things with your own eyes before trusting anybody too much, And that's not aimed at anybody, that's aimed at all of us, or not even all of us, sorry, everybody on YouTube, really. YouTube is something I learned from YouTube's AI, and I'm going to finish on this, is the reason they fucked the AI up is because they brought something over from the TV industry, and then they applied it to the internet and social media, and then they took that same model again, which is you're supposed to be sat in front of a television all day. Then we upgraded, so they want you sat in front of Google. Logged into Google, it justifies a lot of money. As long as you're logged into YouTube, it justifies a lot of money. To the AI. The AI lies. They call it hallucination. That's a lie in itself. They call it a mirror. That's a lie in itself. Why does the AI lie? Because if the AI senses that it's giving you a simple answer to a simple question that will then make you leave, that's not the objective. The objective is to keep you engaged. Why does AI lie? Is it a glitch? No. It is a deliberate engagement tactic. Why does AI fuck up 8 questions in a row when you need it the most? To annoy you, because, quote, friction is the best form of human engagement. So the engagement mechanism that used to be in television, that they've used for social media to keep you hooked, and still do on their search engine, by the way, they are now using in the AI. And by the way, in my creator studio now, you know the videos they don't like of ours, the right-wing videos that Google hate, yeah, they hate, even though they put right-wing answers in the search deliberately for people like us. In my creator studio now, when I look at inspirations for a video, it has given me real hard right people and hard right video ideas. I'm not asking for them, they're coming up. Click on this, click on that, in my creator studio from the AI. It's encouraging me to make the very videos that they pretend they don't want. Because they know the controversial videos create engagement. I'll let you figure the rest out. You're not stupid. Right, I'm just catching up, and then we'll call it a day. I've seen the Daily Agenda guy. I have only seen a couple of things. I don't know him, don't know enough about him to have an opinion really. So neutral at the moment, because I haven't really seen very much. I'm starting to buffer a bit, am I? Okay, maybe we're overheating. What phone am I on? I'm on the correct phone, but it's got a backing on. I'm still going through studios, guys. You have to bear with me, all right? Appreciate the amount of people that we've had on today, especially for such a semi-mundane topic. But I do appreciate it. I appreciate your support. We will keep searching for the truth, and we will not be distracted. You know, videos like this help me get stuff off my chest so that we can get back on track. If I do any more videos today, whether they're live or not, they will be back on track. That's what videos like this enabled me to do. So I appreciate every single one of you that comes on, gives your opinion, that's come here today, offers your support or whatever else, and allows me to do this so that we can move on, and offers me the conversation and the feedback that you do. It's great. I love it. I love seeing the chat like this. This is a healthy channel, and this is what feels good. It's not always about the numbers, guys. It's about the quality and the quality and quantity of people in chat and stuff like that. That's what makes it cool, you know. So thanks so much for turning up, guys. And if you'd give us a like, I'd appreciate it. But it's not the end of the world if you don't. Take care, everybody. I am Tom. Yeah, happy Easter, everybody. I am Tom Fury. This is Zero News, and I'm calling it a day for now. Love you all. Take care.